How to successfully scale a flat organization. In recent times, people have seen a rise in flat organizational systems, little hierarchies, self-management and empowering at their core. This conscientiousness has indeed improved agility, established guidelines and endurance, and helped corporations become democratically equitable. Flat organizational structure. A flat organizational structure refers to the available system only with a few tiers. In a flat organization, supervisors have a broad range of authority over many employees, and the command structure is probably brief. It has a flat organizational structure, as the name implies. There is no single individual or association of people in charge of the organization. A flat organizational structure is a level plane, whereas a hierarchical organization is a mountain. There are no leaders or seniors, and there may even be a lack of employment title. No one to answer to, and staff are free to get their tasks done. Although some organizations get a loosely defined senior executive, there is almost no further tier between the organization and individual workers. Flatten institutions and their significance. Like any other leadership context, flat organizations can function in particular contexts and complement particular management styles. In a flat business environment, Liberal Democrats are likely to succeed. Although the design may not have been suitable for everybody, it is important for two reasons: the absence of complexity as well as the inclusion of ways to design in the process. An excessively organizational system might stifle an institution's creativity and originality. The amount of people immediately overseen from each management in a flat organization is large, whereas the number of persons in the command chain over each manager is modest. Management inside a flat organization has much more responsibilities than just management inside of an organization, because more people directly underneath management rely on guidance, assistance, and contact. Furthermore, because the quantity of supervisors just above management is restricted inside a flat organization, leaders focus very little on instruction from supervisors. Drawbacks of having a flat organization. Underneath the illusion of competence, unwise decisions are made. As this flat organizational structure is effectively a bottom-up bureaucracy, its front staff's experience is heavily relied upon. That can swiftly drive a company down a dangerous path. It can result in a significant amount of time being lost. Workers in this type of organization gain from being able to pitch new concepts. A lot of effort also is spent chatting together to make sure how a concept isn't copied before it can be offered. While getting access is advantageous, since there are no constant channels of authority among various departments and units, a significant length of time can be lost while attempting to be inventive. This setup can strangle output. Because of the flat organizational structure, everybody is expected to give their all each day. There isn't enough monitoring in so many cases, so employees could get by for not functioning even on certain occasions. It is particularly true in the workplace who may be working out of a call center. A lack of employment equilibrium exists. Most employees who work in a wide span of control feel tethered to their jobs all of the time. Whenever the C-suite starts sending out a message telling for work to be done or responses to be given, there is a sense of accountability. As a result, some professionals find it hard to disconnect from their professional obligations when they have private time affecting their work-life balance. It has the potential to generate power clashes. Whenever the C-suite is absent, a vacuum of power is formed due to the lack of managerial description in most flat organizational designs. In a small business, the C-suite may consist of only one individual. When that individual leaves, the staff argue about who will be in control if a substitute has not been appointed. Flat organizations are a more recent business structure, and their attractiveness to self-motivated and competent employees may make them appealing. Whereas these businesses offer many advantages, they also face several problems that every company employing this strategy must be mindful of. There are issues, but if executives are determined to let this organizational structure function, the following processes can bring success for the right industry. Don't force it. Although a flat organizational structure appears to be a realistic solution, it is not for everyone. All staff should be surveyed to discover how people think about a transition to a decentralized management style. Managers can get input on whether a flat, effective leadership is a great idea by posing comprehensive questions about how they'd respond to different scenarios put on by a flat leadership style. If it isn't, management should avoid forcing the subject because it could harm management and employee connections. Grab everything you want and leave the rest. It's possible that a complete change to a flat organizational structure isn't the solution. All these are advantages that flat organizations provide to businesses, but businesses can find other ways to receive the rewards while enacting the design if the form doesn't function. Establish positive relations. In any organization, leadership is vital. While there are fewer rungs to ascend to reach higher leadership, effective communication channels should be created. Managers would be responsible for assisting workers in team meetings, maintaining an open door policy that encouraged inquiries and conversation, and create incentives. Forming groups. Staff need a framework, even if leadership is broadly defined. It'd be advantageous for managers to form allocated team members. They could be influenced by the initiatives they've engaged upon, how their work connects, or other rational explanations. It will give them the impression that they are functioning with a specific group of individuals and understand what they are engaged in. Options to traditional promotions should be developed. Managers may desire to offer jobs for more sophisticated career growth rather than traditional promotions. It could be taking a new task, enrolling in a class to learn a new talent, or investing in a good concept. Few key features of a flat organization. Obtain clarity. Among the most difficult challenges, you may not know what you'll be doing in your profession. You want to advance in your career, but you haven't thought about how you'll get there. You end up choosing numerous tasks that are offered to you, which don't always lead to anything good. Having a clear idea of what you'd like to do can aid you in seeking out chances that will help you achieve your objective. It will also assist you in communicating your work goals to others, ensuring that you have supporters who know how to assist you. Change your attitude. Start to think about your job in a new light. A career resembles a climbing wall rather than a ladder. Recognize that advancement does not need you to move up. Start looking for options that can help you achieve your career goals in a planned way. Action is required. Instead of waiting for anyone to unlock the gates for you, go ahead and knock. Individuals often concentrate on what they can't have and skip out on possibilities that are right in front of them, causing them to miss out and slow down even more. Even if you aren't promoted, there are still opportunities for you to obtain new experiences, learn and grow. The investigation is done on an intriguing cluster of forward-thinking, self-directed businesses. Even though each of the organizations studied is unique, with its own set of obstacles and possibilities, it could extract 4 broad concepts from their analysis to help these self-directed companies succeed. 1. Self-direction is readily lost unless it is consistently maintained and fostered. It necessitates that businesses devise answers to the new issues that develop as they expand, while also working to sustain their essence and principles. 2. Secondly, how cooperation is organized and supervision is important. It usually necessitates a combination of enabling techniques that accomplish the goal without jeopardizing self-direction. 3. Third, non-hierarchical knowledge transfer is required in self-directed groups. It necessitates corporations taking transparency seriously and utilizing artificial intelligence to communicate data creatively across scattered organizations. 4. Finally, self-directed businesses that expand successfully invest in learning, celebrating wins and setbacks, and renewing their identity through fostering live narratives. Take caution not to make the switch too soon. There may be more possibilities than you realize. You'll have to put in some effort, however. You owe it to yourself to investigate your possibilities of opportunities to put in your maximum performance towards attaining your professional objectives. If you liked the video, give us a like to make more videos like this one, and tell us in the comment section below what type of videos you want. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more weekly videos.